Identity thieves are known to set up shop around Wi-Fi hotspots, hoping to cash in on your personal information. Do any online banking? Go to the doctor? LifeLock reminds us that banks and health insurers are susceptible to breaches in your private information. But don't stop living your life. Get LifeLock Ultimate Plus Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock Ultimate Plus helps protect your social security number, bank and retirement accounts, credit cards, even the equity in your home. Obviously, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor transactions at every business, but you only have one identity. Protect it with the best. Enroll with LifeLock in minutes, and your protection starts immediately. Visit lifelock.com now and use promo code AWARE or call and mention AWARE to save 10% on your membership. Call 800-305-2203. 800-305-2203. 800-305-2203.
Shh. Can you hear it? It's Election Central 2016. It's creeping up, and it's got Trump all up in it. It's the intersection of celebrity and politics, and it's on 77 WABC.
If I get there, I will make the country great again.
Analysis, exclusive live moments, news coverage, here, now, for 2016, where New York comes to talk. 77 WABC. From Wall Street to Washington, Larry Kudlow.
I tell you what, if we get new economic policies, if we get new freedoms, if we start to reward success, if we get a White House that says, I want you, American business, to take a rip at the ball, I got your back, then this country will come back.
The Larry Kudlow Show, Saturday mornings at 10, where New York comes to talk. 77 WABC.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky or a bird or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie.
Doing out there, how you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today, and this is yours truly, Frankie Russo! Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. John Sterling, voice of the Yankees. Beltran belts one. Yankees pull it out and stop Toronto. Thank God, 4-3. Special shout out to my brothers from another mother. Chris Soriano, voice of the Staten Island Yankees and a radio extraordinaire. Congratulations on your second year with your girl, Tori Brando. That's what I'm talking about. Also, special shout out to my brother from another mother, Curtis Sliwa. Every time I come in, and I come to the show, more times than not, my brother, my gangster Curtis is there. And we were talking, I didn't realize it. He told me that drone thing was real. I'm like, yo, man, you're kidding me. He goes, Frank, I'm telling you, this thing is real. Look at the thing. He showed me the cut. It's crazy. He said he had to punch down the drone, son. Unbelievable. Special shout out. I hope my brother has a better week next week. Curtis Sliwa from the Curtis and Kubi Show. 800-848-9222. Frankie Russo Video YouTube. Tell your friends. A new Frankie Russo initiative. Join America's team and get a t-shirt. with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with t-shirts. Discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's team with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Brooklyn Tea Party in the fall, next meeting. Frankie Russo Prep Show. I did my prep show for this show, number 77. You got to check it out. It'll be on Ustream tonight. And the weekend, it'll be up on YouTube. 800-848-9222. We had a crazy week, you know? I'm telling you, I've been doing a lot of research about this thing, a lot of reading about this. Iran and America and the Clinton Foundation and Obama with the Memorandum of Understanding, the illegal president, the Muslim from Indonesia, Barry Soetoro, the Shah of Iran, giving them $150 billion. According to many published reports, the Iranian government's going to use $5 billion towards their weapons of mass destruction programs, the nuclear program, the long ballistic missile program, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard program, and that Quad Force, the special forces of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard with General Soleimani. 800-848-9222. And I stumbled onto this article, and I'm going to start to take some calls. Tell me who you think this is. You're not going to believe it. These are his quotes. I've said many times that Iran is an extraordinarily gifted country. Really. It is an ancient culture. It has incredibly smart and talented people. And I wish those people well. Really. Okay. He goes on to say, I can guarantee you that the moment the Iranian regime start engaging in that kind of rhetoric, talking about debt to America, debt to Israel, and that kind of behavior, that Iran would, just by virtue of its size, talent, resources, immediately rise in its influence and its power in the eyes of the world. And that's what I hope can happen. Are you kidding me over here? Are you kidding me? Iran. They're there with Bekmeli of Iran, World Trade Center bombing. It's come out, United States District Courts, Iran's behind September 11, 2001. So bad that the district judge said they not only materially facilitated the terror, they were there before, during, and after the events of the Al-Qaeda attacks on the World Trade Center, September 11, 2001. That's crazy. 800-848-9222. I'm telling you, man, this is crazy stuff. That was the President of the United States, those quotes. Who does this guy represent? He's the Shah of Iran. I'm telling you. This guy's the Shah of Iran. He's emboldened $150 billion back after they kill Americans. What about Benghazi? It's coming out, people. The cover-up. It was a video? No. It was Al-Qaeda? No. Kenneth Tillman and many sources. And I'm telling you, statistically significant, I believe. The Quad Force is everywhere. General Soleimani's everywhere. 2011, he gets busted for an assassination plot on a Saudi ambassador to the United States. The guy's in jail, and the Quad Force was behind it. FBI's got all the investigation. They got the facts. The Quad Force, Soleimani's behind it. These guys are the global terror network. The number one kahuna is Iran. General Soleimani. 800-848-9222. I'm going to take some calls now. Let's get this. We're going deep waters tonight. I'm telling you. Let's kick to Petey and Great Neck. What's poppin', Petey? You there, Petey? You there? You might be there. Petey. Okay, Frankie Russo, you know, you got to join America's team and get a t-shirt with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. discounted membership fees with T-shirts, discounted merchandise and events. With interesting news and updates, join America's team with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. We got Petey? Maybe? Okay.
Hi, Frankie. How are you?
What's
Great
up, my
show,
brother?
like
How you
always.
doing tonight?
Great show,
On
like always.
almost 1:15 in the morning.
All I have to say is, what you were just talking about, B.O., and we know who B.O. is, you know. 'cause
Barack,
he thinks that, right,
the
exactly.
fake fraud with a fraudulent selective service card president, statistically
Right.
significant.
He should have been impeached 10 times over already from our Congress. Guys like John Boehner,
Brainer,
Mitch
Broner,
McConnell, traitors to the country.
traitors to the country.
Traitors to the country. That's why I hope Trump, that's why I was getting to Trump. I don't care. I think we need this Trump thing, unless he stabs us in the back.
I tell you
I
the
don't
truth,
know.
man. I'm down with
I don't
that.
trust. I can't trust any of them, really.
My brother,
Well,
you raised a great point. I was listening to Trump. He was on the Sean Hannity show. I was listening to Trump, right?
right.
He was talking. When this guy starts talking economics, man, it gets so interesting. He starts going into China and over here and over there. And before you know it, I'm saying, give this guy a plan. He's going to get it done.
I hope so.
I love
Frankie.
DT. I just hope he continues to get more specific
Right.
and he continues to put his plan out there. Because I believe, and if he gets just a little thick-skinned, a little more thick-skinned, I think it'll take him places. And I think conceivably, he could conceivably pull it. He's got the money. He's got the name recognition. Now he just got to keep putting the plan out there.
I think so, because everybody you speak to, they want Trump. I don't know, a very few guys, maybe the few that call in, like that Richie from.
I'm telling you, I look at all my Facebook posts.
Right.
I mean, Donald Trump's. I mean, his social media is electric. According to Google, he's the highest searched. He's the most searched GOP candidate of all of them.
Well, I hope he wins. And you know what? If Bush becomes a nominee, we know this is fixed.
Oh my
That's
God!
all I have to say. I've been saying this for months now. If he gets a nominee, we know these polls are fixed, and we already lost our country, but we got to say our prayers.
We didn't lose nothing
need a
yet. We're
miracle.
Americans. We don't give up.
I'm not giving up, but you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely,
Anyway,
my
thank
brother.
You, Frankie. Have a good week.
God bless you, Petey. Thank you for the call. Hey, Petey, you never talked to me about American Pharaoh. Okay, Petey, next time, I want to hear about American Pharaoh. 800-848-9222. Get a load of this. Trey Gowdy, every explanation Secretary Clinton has provided about a week later was proven to be demonstrably false. This is just the latest one of those assertions that was not classified information. I saw the clip this morning. She was very definitive. She neither sent nor received classified information. Well, that is absolutely false. What I'm primarily concerned with is whether or not I'm going to have access to the records and that I use to do the job that the House asked me to do. That's what I'm talking about. And then he said, if she were interested in cooperation, she would not have done any of the things she's done to date. This was not about cooperation, and Bill, frankly, it's not about convenience. It's about control. She wanted to control access to the public record, and she almost got away with it. But she didn't. Trey Gowdy, 800-848-9222. I'm kicking to Tommy in the Bronx. What's poppin', Tommy?
Yes, hi, Frankie.
Oh, my goodness.
I like
the PLO is on the air.
Who?
What are we talking about tonight?
Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm talking about Iran, which originally was Persia.
I don't care.
Huh?
Why? Who cares?
Well, anyway,
they're killing Americans.
No, wait a minute. It's historical.
What's historical about it?
But in other words, the history. In other words, for culture and everything.
Who cares, bro? They're killing Americans.
Wait a minute.
I don't care about their culture.
I'm getting to it. What I'm saying
I don't
is,
mean to be disrespectful.
What's going on is pure lunacy.
About what?
No one should have these nuclear playing.
Okay, let's be real in the
That's
real
one
world,
thing.
Tom.
All right, wait a minute. I'm not finished yet.
Okay, let me hear.
Frankie.
I'm going to move on because I don't
Wait
like
a
where we're
minute,
going with
please.
this. Go ahead, my brother. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to say that no one should have these. But in other words, this
So
country
let's get beyond that and say that
this
everybody.
country's still not showing any humanity toward the Mideast.
Who is it?
The USA is not showing any humanity.
We're not. Wait,
Everybody over
Tom,
there is becoming
Tom,
a victim.
I don't want. I'm going to agree to disagree with you. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm going to agree to disagree with you. Okay, I'm going to move to another call.
On what grounds?
Iran has killed thousands of Americans. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about it. That this is what's driven them into this lunacy. This situation.
So you just sound like Obama. You're talking we got to get them jobs?
Humanity starts right in the USA.
So you're saying it's our fault?
People sitting behind mahogany desks in Washington, D.C.
Thank you for the call. I'm going to agree to disagree with you. I don't agree with you. Iran is everywhere. Wherever there's a nuclear attack, Iran is there. The Quad Force, General Soleimani, the World Trade Center bombing, the 93, 2001, the Alevi Foundation, the Holy Land Foundation, the Hamas. Who do you think Hamas is? Who do you think gives Hamas the money? Who do you think gives Hamas the rockets? Who do you think? Iran. This is all about Iran. Iran is big. Bigger than you think. Ask Donald Trump. He'll tell you. If you're going to buy a stock, if Iran was a stock, Iran's going to be big. And we thank Barack Obama and that fake president, that fake administration. I wish he'd tell us the real truth about who he is, who he really is. He's a fraud. He's got a fraudulent selective service card, and he's building up our enemies. He's building them up and building them up, and he's crashing America's economy. He's crashing our allies. He's doing everything. He front-loaded our economy with an $18 trillion deficit. Smoke and mirrors. And then boom, it collapses. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo show. I'll kick the Frank in Westchester. What's poppin', Frankie?
Good morning, Frank. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, my brother.
Why do I hear things like, how is Trump going to pay for the wall?
Hey, bro, I don't know, man. That guy will figure it out. I like him. He's got cojones. That's one thing. He's got, the guy, did you hear about Megyn Kelly? Megyn Kelly? She's going on vacation now. I saw the tweet. One dude tweeted, Megyn Kelly's going on vacation. Tell her to go away. Stay away 1 week, 2 weeks. Tell her to stay away 3 weeks.
And I'm thinking now that we're talking, let's do it. Let's do the wall with the Iranian money.
I'm telling you, they're getting $150 back. That's our money. And then Castro, that other criminal, that other murderer, wants us to give them money. He's talking. He says he gets $400 million a month. Are you kidding me? He gets. You know what he's worth? He's worth over $20 million. He's got dozens of apartments all over Cuba. These people are these quasi-socialists are the biggest frauds going, man.
And they want to take money from us for reparations. Who the hell are they?
Forget about it. And you want to know something? The biggest fake of this whole thing? Nothing's changing. It's just going into the Castro's pockets, right? They're not changing their way they govern. It's a fake. They put the American flag up in the embassy. And we believe them? Are we that stupid? Listen to Hillary Clinton.
They're getting nothing for this Cuban deal. Nothing.
Really? It's just one big day. The Cuban refugees, that chick, what's her name? The city council speaker? She was standing up talking about the Cuban refugees that were waging war on America. She's standing up for them. You got freaking de Blasio standing there, Sandinista from Nicaragua. Where are the Americans? And you want to know something? What's really crazy? We got our candidates. Nobody wants to vet them. They all should be vetted. We got to know who these people are. We want to wait like we're doing with Obama 6 or 7 years later. Oh, my God. I don't think Obama's an American. Really? You took you 7 years to figure it out?
They're just coming aware now?
Right? That's what I'm saying. We want to go through the same road again. We don't know. Ted Cruz was born in Canada. We want an American in the White House. Oh, Frankie Russo. I get tweets. Oh, Frankie Russo, you don't like Hispanics. I tell you something, bro.
Boy.
I don't care. Ted Cruz, his name could be Ted Cruzioni, and freaking Marco Rubio could be Marco Rubio from Rome, Italy. He could bring the boat in from Italy. If you're not a natural-born citizen, according to the United States Constitution, you should not be allowed to be president of this great nation, America.
And then he talks about his parents coming here because of Castro. It wasn't because of Castro. It was earlier when Batista was in charge over there.
Frank, it's crazy. We got I mean, look at our economy. Everybody's running around. We got you believe the unemployment rate's 5.something%. We got 90 million people out of work. We got more illegals in this country than unemployed. Yet the stock market is at its highest points. I mean, come on. You got to be kidding me over here. This is one big fugazi fake thing going on. We're in the biggest era, the biggest time of deception. And, we got to vet these people. But nobody wants to vet. You got to see the stuff I get on Facebook, the emails I get. It's crazy. After 7 years with Obama, people were fainting in the aisles with Obama. Obama, they're fainting. Meanwhile, the guy's giving the country away. He's imploding this nation. Thank you for the call, my brother. 800. I'm sorry. I'm fired up tonight, people. I'm sorry, man. I am so fired up, it's crazy. The stuff that I've been reading. 800-848-9220 to go to Bill in Union City. We're going to try to get to Franco, and then we'll go to Bubba. What's poppin', Bill?
Hey, actually, no, it's Ruben. But anyway, I got a story for you I'd like you to hear. You're not going to believe it. It's going back to the whole Iran thing. I'm an engineer. I was in school, and there was a fellow named, if I remember his name, to be honest with you. I think his name was like Ali or something. Yeah, Ali.
Right.
He was an Iranian student, okay?
Right.
So one day, he's a nice guy. One day we're talking, just chatting, and in his broken English, I'm thinking this guy must just spoke wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He goes, yeah, the Earth, how the sun revolves around the Earth. And then everybody else heard it in class. Like people started chuckling, like, Ali, you got it all. You mean the Earth revolves around the sun, of course, right? Everybody's like, yeah. And he's like, no. The sun revolves around the Earth. And we were like, well, Ali, this guy just came. Okay, this guy was is in the U.S. for like a year from Iran.
Okay.
And we're like, no, Ali. We tell him 3 or 4 times, Ali. The sun revolves around, and we're still thinking he's just not speaking right. And he's adamant. He says it again. No, the sun revolves around the Earth. And we look at each other like this is some scary stuff. This is the kind of stuff that the Iranian education system is teaching kids. They're using, and I'm sorry, but I'm not I'm not a big fan of Islam. All right.
Neither am I, son.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. I'm not a big fan of radical Islam. I have friends that are Muslims, and they tell me they're not down with this, and they're peaceful Muslims. We're friends. Anything with this radical stuff, I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But this is the kind of stuff that they're teaching their people over there. We have our president saying that these guys are like the cradle of civilization.
Right? It's crazy.
It is. I think his talking. I think that it's true. Whenever I hear that on the radio, his talking points sound like they're from Tehran. I think that in the back deal when he's talking. Yeah, I think in the back deal when he's doing all of his little things with sending the idiot mush-faced John Kerry over there. I think that they say, listen, but you got to say this and this and that or whatever to try to legitimize this horrible deal. I don't know why. I mean, I could only imagine certain reasons. I remember I'm not a big fan of his anymore, but Rush Limbaugh said something, and it couldn't be more true.
I love Rush. I love Rush, man.
I used to like him more, but here's the thing. He says that it's so true. If you were trying to destroy the United States, but make it look like somehow you're trying your best to help it, would you do anything different than Barack Obama's doing?
Great point. I can't dispute that. Great point. Thank you, my brother. Great point. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Bubba. Before I kick to Bubba, I just want to say, give everybody a little food for thought. I don't know if I said it already. I forgot what I said tonight, but anyway. Benghazi. The cover-up in Benghazi, I'm telling you, it's all going to come out in the wash. It wasn't a video, we know that. They knew it was 10 days ahead of time. They knew it was going to be an attack. A concerted effort was going to take place 10 days before the attack, right? It's not Al-Qaeda behind there. It's Iran. I'm telling you, 800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Bill Clinton. What's poppin', Bubba?
How you doing there, Frankie?
Fire it up tonight, son. Fire it up.
Oh, we're doing the salsa, Frankie.
Oh, man, I love the salsa. You got any Latinas over there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Frankie. Now,
Woo!
get my Cuban cigars.
Oh, you got the Cuban cigars?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I'm not even gonna ask where you going with the Cuban cigars.
Well, I was just, let's just say I got really excited by watching looking at the New York Post today, seeing that Sharon Stone.
I'm telling you, bro. 57 years old, that chick.
Let's just say the old flag was raised over the old.
You were saluting, huh?
I was saluting.
I'm telling you, bro. 57 years old, that chick. I'm telling you. Truth be told, I don't care. Liposuction, freaking whatever, freaking nipple tuck or whatever she did. She's one hot woman. That's all I got to say.
Let's just say it's a basic instinct that I had when I seen the paper today. And when what Hillary's going through right now, let's just say that's a basic instinct. Stank. But speaking of which, Frankie, right now, as we speak, in Salem, Massachusetts, the people are gathering.
Right.
They are gathering. They're getting their pitchforks. They're getting their torches. And
what are they doing?
They're marching up here to Chappaqua to do a modern-day witch hunt against my wife, Hillary.
So now you're saying it's a witch hunt?
It's a witch hunt. It's a right-wing conspiracy.
My brother from another mother. You really think so?
Well, that's what my wife is saying. It's a right-wing.
Oh, yeah. That seems to be the prevailing opinion, though, right?
Well,
from the Clinton machine and the Democratic Party, no?
Don't worry, Frankie. There's nothing on those servers.
So let me ask you.
Game, set, match.
Bill Clinton's foundation cashed in and as Sweden lobbied Hillary Clinton on sanctions. Bill Clinton's foundation set up a fundraising arm in Sweden that collected $26 million in donations. At the same time, that country was lobbying Hillary Clinton's State Department to forego sanctions that threatened its thriving business with Iran.
Don't forget some blonde-headed girls.
Washington. Bubba, what's going on over here? Europe don't care about the sanctions. They just want to do business with Iran.
Uh-huh.
We got problems over here.
Okay, yes.
We're going in the opposite direction. Iran's going up. They're getting all their dough. They're getting nukes. They already got them, if you believe Lee Smith from Weekly Standard, why Iran already has the bomb.
Who, Lee Smith?
Yeah, he wrote this article. I've been talking about it every week. I believe it's statistically significant.
I thought he was a former New York Yankee pitcher for like a spell. Remember?
You're talking about, Lee Smith, the relief pitcher. Yeah, he threw gas, too.
Closer, 400.
Yeah, big. About 6'5", 6'6", through gas. Okay. So anyway, Bubba, that's what's going on, man. The Clinton Foundation's got problems.
Well, then tell me about it, Frankie. I know all too well we have problems these days.
It's really the Clinton consulting firm, right? Those are not speaking fees; those are consulting fees. Be honest.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're utilizing your influence, your time as in the Oval Office to garner these deals and to leverage your contacts in America to make the policy, the Clinton Foundation policy. Because quite frankly, this is really like a co-presidency. This is Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Bubba, and the Clinton Foundation. Because it's the Clinton Foundation State Department, So you guys are just, leveraging your contacts, your positions, and everything to make money off the policies, off the American people.
Well, that house in the Hamptons cost a lot of money.
I'm telling you. Hey, Bubba.
Vacation home, you know.
Thank you for the call, man.
Well, Frankie, this is my 70th appearance on here on the Frankie Russo show tonight, and I just wanted to say thank you for having me at least for 70 times here, getting the Clinton Foundation message out there, apparently, that you keep reminding me of. But I still thank you nonetheless, and Hillary says thank you, too.
Bubba,
Right,
thank you
Hillary?
so much.
Right,
It's always,
Hillary?
you know.
Yes, Frankie.
Hey, Bubba, thank you for the call 70 times. Bubba, hey, what do you know? Go figure.
Frankie.
You could have
God
fooled me,
bless.
son. 800-848-9222. Bubba, we're going to have a talk about this Clinton Foundation. It's a problem, you know. We're going to have a talk. But anyway, okay. So we're going to move we got to move. We got 25. Let's go to Rick in Yonkers. What's poppin', Rick?
How you doing, Frank?
What's up, my brother?
Remember last week you had the drinking?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Listen.
When you drink a beer?
I love my beer.
You do? I'm, you know, what beer you like? I'm not a big beer drinker, but I you know.
Budweiser right now. I used to be Schaefer, but
What do you got? Budweiser?
yeah. I bet you'd like to have one next to you right now.
I like to have a freaking, you know, nice Latina or something like that.
I want to talk about what happened in China.
Yeah. Sit on my lap while I'm talking. It'd be good, you know.
But Frank, I'm not a drunk. I'm not.
No, it's cool. Hey, I'm not even implying that.
All right, but the thing is, what happened in China?
I know, right? There's speculation that was a nuke hit. What do you think?
The explosions?
Yeah, I saw that.
what
I saw
was
that at a pretty reputable website. I don't know if it's a fact. I'm not saying that it is. I just saw it on a pretty reputable website that wouldn't just, you know, throw stuff around. I don't know. They're saying maybe. I don't know.
There's a
lot of crazy stuff going on over there, man.
One guy interviewed. He said it looked like a mushroom cloud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He said it was a nuclear bomb.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know, well, what are they doing? They're experimenting.
I don't know what, bro. They devalued their currency 3 times.
I know, and China's all out of trouble. I've been following everything. I'm up to date on everything.
It's crazy, and they're saying that it's gonna hurt us, you know.
And Al Gore wants to run for president.
Oh my God!
You hear that one?
Oh my God!
Al Gore and Joe Biden. I mean, come on. Do we need any worse than what we got now?
Al Gore.
Al Gore.
You know.
Al Gore.
The climate change, and then he'll jump into an SUV.
The world's come to an end. Look at the oceans. Look at I mean, that's all he ever says. He's worthless.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got the emissions rising up, which you know, it's 50-50. Some scientists say it's true, some scientists say it's not true, and then he'll jump into an SUV, which contributes to the emissions.
We are the most cleanest country in the world. Am I right or wrong?
We're the greatest country in the world, absolutely.
Cleanest and greatest. But they keep on blaming us. They blame us.
Yeah, they're jealous because
China,
we're only.
where they got walk around mask on.
Yeah, it's true, and we're only around 200 years. So.
I said exactly.
Right.
And China's been around for thousands
of years. So people hate us. And then we got leaders like Obama and Hillary Clinton. That's the problem, you know.
I'm starting to wonder about this country anymore, though. I really am, because I mean, I see people. They walk around with pink hair, and I'm serious. You see it. You must see it.
Hey, listen, I don't care about that. They can, walk around pink hair, chicks can whatever.
Right. I don't care what they
bustiers.
I don't care what they dress
That's a beautiful thing.
I don't care what they dress like or look like, but when they talk, I hear people talking like they're in another world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a person. I'm a people person.
I know you're a Coco Olivio dude.
Oh, stop that! I'm serious.
I know you are, Rick. Frank? I'm just trying to make a little levity tonight. I was a little bombastic tonight.
Hey, but Frank, I want to tell you something. You're the only guy I ever get to talk to.
Really?
I listen to Mike Savage.
Good guy.
Mike Savage. I listen to Sean Hannity sometimes, but you I listen to mainly.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the compliment.
No, it's true. It's true.
Hey, Rick, I'm going to move. Don't be mad. I'm going to move, okay? You're a good friend of mine. Don't move.
Don't drink before the drink, though. Okay? I'm not sure. I'm not.
Are we having a good time?
Hey,
that chick, by the way, a little sidebar between me and you. Nobody's going to notice, but that chick keeps sending me freaking
Frank, you're making
Facebook
this up.
thing
Frank,
saying
you're
that guy
making
Rick
this up.
from Yonkers could do. I said I think he's married.
You're making this up.
I feel like I'm a pimp. I said,
I
what am I?
told my wife about that, and she was very mad.
Hey Rick, thank you for the call, man.
You're not kidding me about that, are you?
I'm serious.
Who is she?
I don't know. I see her picture. She looks kind of cute. What do you want me to do over here?
I can't stop it. You get.
Hey Rick, thank you for the call. I'm gonna move.
Don't get mad at me.
I'm not.
I feel like you're mad at me.
I'm not. Thank you for the call. I want to get more people on the air. I'm losing the time. I got 20 minutes left. 800-848-9222. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Let's go to Franco in Westchester. What's poppin', Franco?
Frankie, this is Franco from Westchester. How you doing?
What's up, my brother?
All right, real quick. I got a guy over here. He says he's the real Frankie Russo. I don't know. Give me that mic. This is Frankie Russo, the real Love Me or Hate Me kid. 800-848-9222.
I like that. What else, bro?
What
Who's
else do you
this?
like?
Who's that, Mike?
This is Franco from Westchester, and I just love what you're doing, and I just thought I'd give you a little homage right back.
Oh, that was you?
That was me, brother. I do lots of great things.
You did a great thing. Hey, listen, I'm going to send you a T-shirt. What do you think of that?
Dude, T-shirt is more than welcome.
America's Team T-shirt, bro. You're going to be on America's team. It's a good thing.
I'm proud to be on it. America, #1. Love me or hate me.
Listen, my brother.
Franco. This is Franco from Westchester.
Franco, you want to stay on the air, talk to my call screener, give him your address, and I'll send you a T-shirt next week?
That would be beautiful. Keep on spreading the word. These people that are trying to fool us and pull the wool over our eyes, they're not going to do it. America's waking up, and thank you so much for helping to spread the message.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. I'm going to John's in Hell's Kitchen. What's poppin', Johnny?
Yeah, what's up, Frankie? How's it going? Listen, a couple of quick things.
Sure.
You mentioned, I was going to say something about the Middle East, but before I do, you mentioned the Germany and they want to trade with Iran. Trump said he's going to bring the troops out of Germany because they're such ingrates. That when that thing with the Ukraine happened, they sat on their hands and expected us to do something about it. And Trump said because of that, he decided he's going to bring the troops home because I don't know if you know this, but when they had that anniversary for the Berlin Wall coming down, they chanted Gorbachev, Gorbachev, and then nobody chanted Reagan. As a matter of fact, they hate Ronald Reagan in Germany. They don't have a single monument to Ronald Reagan. Can you imagine after that wall speech he gave?
It's crazy.
They actually have contempt for Ronald Reagan. You can Google it if you do not believe me. I just wanted to say something to our friend Tom in the Bronx. I know I've heard him call hypocrisy now with Amy
You're talking about
Goodman.
Russia, not Germany, right?
I'm talking about Europe and Germany. He wants to bring the troops out of Germany.
Right, but
Trump
also
is saying that we don't. They don't. First of all, they should be paying us. They're not even paying us. Germany's doing better than us, and they're not even giving us a shekel for the help we're giving them. And all they give us is attitude.
Yeah, because I talked about the Russian.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, Trump is saying bring the troops home from Germany because what are they doing there?
They're
not even
Trump,
appreciated. I'm sorry, they're not even appreciated. That's what Trump is saying. They're
Trump
not
is
appreciated.
great. I love Trump. DT's the bomb. So he's a breath of fresh air.
According to polls in Germany, they favor Russia over America. Half of Germans feel America is the greatest threat to world peace.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not making any of this up. They actually have disdain for Ronald Reagan. I'm not making any of this up.
Wow.
Ronald Reagan's son gave a statement saying they should build a monument to my father.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely ridiculous how much contempt they show for Reagan. Can you imagine Mr. Gorbachev tear down this wall? They actually have contempt for Ronald Reagan. I'm not kidding. So what I was just going to say is that Trump announced he wants to bring the troops home from Germany. I think it's a great idea because they want to be chummy with the Russians. Go ahead. Go ahead. You didn't appreciate the fact that we watched your back for 70 years? Good. Go have fun with your little friends in Russia now because, you know, as soon as Putin has the whip hand over them, they're going to be crying for us to come back.
It's crazy what's going on with Putin. And what's his name? The dude from Iran, the General Soleimani?
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. They're taking us for granted. But here's the thing I just wanted to say. No good deed goes unpunished. Here's the thing I wanted to say. In terms of the Middle East, I'll make this concise, and I want Tom to listen to this. We put 4 million girls in school in Afghanistan right now, okay? We liberated Iraq, and gave them 2 elections where they had higher voter turnouts than we had in our elections. In the same time, percentage-wise, they had higher voter
I didn't know
percentage.
that. Wow.
Yeah, they had higher voter turnouts than we had.
Mhm.
Okay, now percentage of the population.
Right.
Iraq was a victory when Bush left. Obama deliberately lost the war, and not only that, Tom in the Bronx. Not only that, but Iran. If you remember, 2009, millions of them hit the streets. The Green Movement. They wanted that freedom they saw next door. They wanted it.
Well,
and what did Obama do? He stepped on it. He squashed it. And you could see the smug sneer on Obama's face when he did it. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, my brother, you're 100% right. I mean, Iran right now has a piece of Iraq, at least.
That's
Between
right.
ISIS got their piece.
And he gave it to them.
The Kurds got their piece.
And he gave it to them.
Iran's got a piece of Iraq.
And Frankie, he did it on purpose because if you remember, before the war, we predicted that could happen if we didn't stay the course. If we didn't, stay. If we didn't do it right, we could wind up with that situation. So Bush gave them a victory, and Obama deliberately lost the war, man. And now this whole situation, we have this situation happening now, and I feel that the nuclear deal with Iran was just spite to get back at Netanyahu, because Obama hates Netanyahu for almost causing him the election last time. He has a vendetta against Netanyahu particularly. So basically,
I think, my brother, I'm gonna kick to another call. Thank you so much
Thanks
for the
a lot,
call.
Frankie.
Thank you, man. I just think before I kick to the other call, that basically Obama is creating this and I'm saying I'm the originator on this. There's Dinesh from the movie producer. He said it. Some other people have said it. There's this United States of Islam, and I believe that Iran is the Shia OG, the number one Shia OG gangster is Iran. They fund everybody. Just to give you an idea, okay? Just to give you all an idea of what Iran is really doing over here. This General Soleimani, Iraq, Syria, they front Assad, billions of dollars, they front him. Lebanon, we know that's Hezbollah, they took that over. The Palestinian territories, you got Gaza, you got Hamas. Like I said earlier, Hamas is Iran. They give them money, they give them rockets to drop on Israel. Then we got the United States, and we talked about some of the things with the Saudi ambassador. They're involved with that, and with the Al-Levi Foundation, they're there. The World Trade Center bombing, they're there. They also were behind. It was ruled in the courts. I said it earlier. They're behind September 11, 2001 attacks. Iran. That's the Quad Force, General Soleimani. And now we got Libya, Benghazi. It's going to come out that they did it on the sneak tip, so they got plausible deniability that Iran was behind the killing of 4 Americans. So go figure. Do you think Obama would have been reelected? I mean, even with the fraud going on, he'd have a problem. Let alone selling this Iranian deal. If the truth be told, if the truth came out that Benghazi, that Iran, that the Quad Force, General Soleimani's behind the killing of the 4 Americans in Benghazi. Crazy stuff. We're going to kick to Dale in Westchester. What's poppin', Dale?
How are you, Frankie?
How you doing?
Well, see, there's so much stress in my life with watching all these policemen get hurt that I'm buying cookbooks. I can't stop buying cookbooks.
You making meatballs and spaghetti?
Oh, please. I have it in the freezer. Believe me. It's like a restaurant here. So,
you say you're a really good cook,
Of course
That's a secret. That's one of the secrets to Frankie Russo is the cook. The cook thing.
See, we have to meet. Seriously. So I'm going to tell you something. I'm so upset because I was watching one of these stupid shows, and there's this kid. His name is Marlise Johnson, and they say he's in the school of UVA, wherever the heck that is. And he was a student that was disobeying whatever the police were telling him to do. And then he started yelling out, "You effing, racist pig cops," and stuff.
Terrible.
So anyway, he gets on CNN, okay,
Right.
and he says that the police should start learning how to behave. And I say he is a degenerate, thug. His parents are lowlifes, and he has the audacity to sit there with his little sweater on saying that the cops should behave. Now we have another cop that just got the crap beat out of him because he was afraid to shoot this guy, and everybody watched him get beat up.
Yeah, I saw that. Wow.
Okay, then you got that guy Kearney, that police officer, where on dumb Nancy Grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was with a medical examiner on last night, stating that the way he shot was okay. It was absolutely correct, and Nancy Grace is absolutely disagreeing with the medical. This medical doctor that's saying, "Look, I'm sorry, Nancy Grace, you're wrong," and she is one of the people, along with this the CNN group, of pushing these cops to get beat up or don't do anything. We've got more killings in the city. It's just outrageous if we don't stop. If these bad guys, these thugs, they always find an excuse to be bad guys.
You know what's really crazy, Dale, and I appreciate.
Killed.
You know what? You're 100% right, and I appreciate what you're saying. It's so true. And what's really crazy is a lot of the people that the New Yorkers and Ferguson and Chicago and other parts of the country, that they're supporting these people that that are basically have rap sheets that are so long.
Isn't it sick?
It's really. I saw something online. I think it was sent out by Alan West, and he says, not one of these cats that have these problems, they're not like dressed nice with a shirt and tie, coming out of church, and speaking positiveness. They're not doing that, and it's crazy that the media goes along with this charade.
Sunny Hofstra, whatever her name is, Don Lemon, these people on CNN, Nancy Grace. What I say is, Nancy Grace, one day your son may be a policeman, and you're going to be so sorry you opened up your mouth against the policeman, because your son may wind up like one of these policemen, because that's how it is. And then you got Hugo Rodriguez. He was awesome on Nancy Grace. Nancy, you're not a policeman. You don't know. Nancy.
Dale, thank you for the call.
Take care.
Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. The chick, Dale's got, she's right. I mean, it's something that I don't know, this narrative that they're presenting with the police, that it's a tough job. I don't know how we're gonna navigate through this whole thing with the police and this violence. But anyway, 800-848-9222. I'm gonna go to Gary, the tip of Manhattan. What's poppin', Gary? I'm going to try to get everybody on. We're winding down on the 10. What's up, Gary?
Frankie, I cut out the fluff. I'll get right to the point.
Thank you, my brother.
First, you're welcome. Thanks for taking my call. First,
absolutely.
Iran and Mexico. First part of the negotiations on the part of the United States was, you give us our 4 Americans. It's an embarrassment. They're over there making a Fugazi deal, and they're still sitting over there.
Exactly.
It twists my guts. Part 2. I wouldn't send Mexico a box of cornflakes till I had Joanne Chesimard in the custody of federal agents.
Who's this? Who are you talking about now?
Joanne Chesimard, the cop killer in Cuba.
Oh, the gentleman that recently...
Joanne Chesimard, the black militant woman who murdered the cop in New York.
Really?
She's been in Cuba for, 35 years now?
I didn't know that.
I'm surprised you don't know that, Frankie, but you could check your paperwork.
That's unbelievable, bro, because I'm well aware. Yeah, I'm well aware of there's other terrorists that are in Cuba that they're releasing.
No, she murdered a New York cop.
I think the other one is, what is it, Lopez? The guy Lopez?
Yeah, but Chesimard is the one that's the top priority. And like I said, before I send him a box of cornflakes,
it's crazy. And then we got the city council speaker supporting.
You know what that is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Frankie, it makes my guts twist. I'm not going to take any more of your time, but listen, for your own benefit there, check out what I just said about Joanne Chesimard and see how...
I'm going to check that out, Joanne Chesimard.
What a vile human being she is.
Thank you so much for the call, my brother.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you listening to what I had to say, Frankie.
God bless you, man. 800-848-9222. We're winding down. I'm going to go to Steve in Queens. What's poppin', Stevie?
Hello. Okay, first of all, he was a New Jersey state trooper. In Philadelphia, he got shot in the head 5 times. That woman shot him right in the head 5 times.
Oh, you talking about the lady from the lady that
No, the cop. It wasn't a New York cop. I think it was a Philadelphia cop. He executed him. Okay, listen. I'm a half.
Who are you talking about? You lost me. Who are we talking about?
Chesimard.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
She ran 25 years. He took her in. She killed a cop in cold blood.
Wow, unbelievable. Hey,
a young guy.
They're releasing. This is like This is like, you ever see the movie Dark Knight Rising? They're all, they're releasing all the inmates. They're releasing all the terrorists. America economically is going down. The borders are wide open.
That's crazy.
We got Iran getting nukes. Iran's getting all their money, and we're going in the opposite direction. That's our leadership.
I'm 73 years old, and I never was worried for my country. I am so worried. Sheriff Joe knew that he had a birth certificate that was Fugazi.
That's right.
So we know that.
And he also's got the Selective Service Card,
Yes,
which is Fugazi, too.
And Valerie Jarrett and her whole family are Iranians.
Right.
All the people around him are Muslims. Let me tell you something. On the Nobel Peace Prize, in the last 400 years, going back to the famous Persian Empire, they were cutting heads off before Jesus was born. They were the terrorists then, and they became a terrorist now. Not one Muslim in the last 700 years has got a Nobel Peace Prize for science, for doctors, for anything. But it's a great persons that are great. The Muslims are the smart. They don't have nothing that contributed to this world in 1,200 years.
Hey, my brother, quite frankly, I don't know all the history here because, there's different drabs of this. When the President of the United States says what he says, and also, too, he admits, Susan Rice admits, and John Kerry admits that they're going to use the money that they give him back for terror.
And
It's crazy. This is insane.
You know that they blew up when Reagan was the president. They blew up a complex where 230 Marines were killed.
That's right, in Beirut.
That's right. They blew that
That's
up,
right.
and they've been doing it ever since.
Ever since. My brother, thank you for the call.
All right.
800-848-9222. We're winding down under 5. I'm going to kick to Chris in New Jersey, Christian in Patterson, and I'll get Joyce on the air if I can. What's up there, Chris? You there?
Hello?
Hello, Chris from Jersey. How are you?
I'm good. Now, I just want to talk about, Al Gore is running for president. Is that true?
I'm hearing that Hillary Clinton's got serious legal problems, as we know, and Biden is considering running. Al Gore is considering running. So it's kind of crazy,
no.
Al Gore? You want Al Gore? You want Al Gore?
No, I said please no. But I hope that he doesn't run because everybody is opening their eyes and their common sense that global warming is nothing but a bunch of lies. That's what it is.
Well, whether it is or it isn't, it's like 50-50. I'm not saying that it's real, but there's some scientists that claim it's true, and there's sometimes scientists that claim it don't. But these guys that are saying that it is, like Al Gore and Obama, they're not scientists. They don't know the facts.
Exactly.
So I mean, for them to purport that they know anything about the climate change and global warming and all that stuff is preposterous. It's not like we got an MIT scientist. We got one MIT scientist that's for it, one MIT scientist that's against it, and they have a debate, and we see which is which. We got these politicians telling us what they're reading the talking points. Once again.
You know what's the worst part is that the government gives money to these scientists to give up the data. That's the worst part.
I agree, my brother. And the other worst part is they're actually trying to sell to the American people that this global warming is like the most important thing, like within the next year, that we got to get this done, which I think is crazy when you look at everything else.
And because of global warming, they're controlling. They're making car companies like Ferrari, like Lamborghini, to reduce their emissions, to reduce this. I mean, let the free market do that.
Absolutely, Chris.
Government in the EU, I'm tired of that.
Absolutely, Chris. Chris, thank you for the call.
All right, man. Take care.
Take care. Thank you. 800. I want to kick to Christian and Patterson. I'm trying to get as many people as I can. Is Christian and Patterson there? Oh, that was Christian. Okay, I got that. It's all okay. How about Joyce? Is Joyce there?
Frank, it's so difficult to get through to such a popular guy like you. What's going on?
Well, we're trying over here. We're trying to keep it real. This is 77 Frankie Russo. What's going
on? Okay. I'm listening to all this hate, people pitted against people all over the world, and I'm saying, we have to stop looking at facades. We got to look at meaning. Now, I want to recite something that I feel fits in to what is happening.
Is this the third eye?
No, you are the third eye. Which eye you? Which eye do you like best? The first, second, or third?
I don't know
But
which
no,
one's which.
Seriously,
Quite honestly,
that's very interesting. But anyway, that's another conversation.
Come on, hurry up, because we're running out of time.
Let me just read this real fast. Two sentences. And, I'm not representing Buddha, Moses, Jesus, or Muhammad, or anyone. I'm not even representing a rabbi or priest, but I would like to...
I got 30 seconds. You better hurry up. I'm going off the air.
We forget the real essence of love one another. We can love one another only when we see the Lord in one another. When we have love of the Lord within us, we will love one another. Then we will not love...
Thank you so much for the call. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You got to join America's team, RussoNation.tv. I'll see you
Broadcasting
in the
new
future.
Low Fat Lost Studios. WPLJ HD3, New York. Where New York comes to talk. The legendary 77 WABC. New York, a Cumulus station. News now.
American hostage repeatedly raped. Busy campaign weekend. I'm Barton Eckert. U.S. officials say the leader of ISIS kept an American hostage as a sex slave.